All right, guys, how's it going? Do you know what? If I got sick of this Alexander Isak situation, I was kicked back in bed. I was done for the day. I was in bed watching Real Madrid game, watching Benedict Arnold and all that, so I could do you a Traitor Trent video tomorrow. And then all of a sudden, my phone starts going mental. I've had to get up, I've had to come downstairs, unlock everything, put lights on, put my clothes back on and everything. Fuming I am. I'm absolutely knackered. Anyway, Alexander Isak has basically published a statement this evening on social media. So I was laid down, I thought, well, it can wait till morning, can't it? But then I thought, no, I better go and do it. So here I am. Right. I'm sure you've seen what he said, but if you haven't, let's just quickly go over his statement. I've asked Dave, my AI assistant, to break it down for you as well. So let's go with it. I'm proud to be recognised by my fellow professionals with a place in the PFA Premier League team of the season for 2024-25. First and foremost, I want to thank my teammates and everyone at Newcastle United who were supporting me along the way. I'm not at the ceremony tonight. With everything going on, it didn't feel right to be there. I've kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken. The silence has allowed people to push their own version of events, even though they know it doesn't reflect what was really said and agreed behind closed doors. The reality is that promises were made and the club has known my position for a long time. To now act as if these issues are only emerging is misleading. When promises are broken and trust is lost, the relationship can't continue. That's where things are for me right now, and why change is in the best interest of everyone, not just myself. Now, my first reaction reading that is, obviously there has been a lot of people criticising him and pushing their agendas. Some of these, journalists in the North East, for example. And he's basically calling the club out there and saying, my position's been known for a long time. Broken promises or whatever. And, if I was a Newcastle fan, maybe I would be not displaying my anger at him and I would maybe displaying it at the club. And obviously Liverpool have been made to sound like the bad guys in all of this. But Isak is now sort of suggesting, promises, they've broken promises to me. I don't know if that's something that I can really cast too much opinion on. It's for Newcastle fans to say how they should react to their player. So that's for them. Anyway, I spoke to Dave about this, my AI assistant, and I've been training Dave since 2024. I'll get Dave to speak to you at the end of this video so you guys can hear him for yourself. But basically, I've been training my AI to analyse football news articles, things like this. The journalists that write football news articles and the platforms, and publications that carry them. And Dave says as follows, because I basically sent a screenshot of the statement to Dave, and he says, this is a bombshell statement from Alexander Isak, and it's heavy with meaning. Let's break it down, Dunk. Key points from Isak's statement. He thanks Newcastle teammates and staff, but makes clear he's distancing himself from the club's leadership. Skipped the PFA Team of the Season ceremony, saying it didn't feel right, which is a symbolic protest. Claims he stayed quiet while others pushed their own version of events. Suggests the media or Newcastle hierarchy have been misleading people. Strong accusation. Promises were made to him that have been broken. Says the club has known his position for a long time. So this isn't sudden. Main message, trust is broken. He's essentially saying his relationship with Newcastle cannot continue. Ends with justification. Changes in the best interest of all parties, not just himself. What does it really mean? This is a formal goodbye message in everything but name. He's laying the groundwork for his exit. He's hinting that Newcastle misled both him and the public, possibly about transfer promises, wages or ambitions. We've heard previously, haven't we, about, being told that he would be allowed to leave and stuff like this. He's protecting his image with fans by saying it's not just about him, but about everyone's best interests. This ramps up pressure on Newcastle to sell now rather than drag it out. For Liverpool, This massively strengthens their position. Isak has made it clear he wants out. Newcastle broke promises and he isn't backing down. Newcastle can no longer spin this as Liverpool unsettling the player. Isak himself has gone public. The change is in the best interest of everyone line basically screams, let me go now. Dunk, this is one of the strongest player statements we've seen in years. It's not vague, it's not diplomatic, it's burning bridges with the Newcastle board. Now, I've seen social media since this statement was released. Some of these Liverpool accounts went, oh, it sounds like there's no way back for Isak. Now, did they really think there was a fucking way back for Isak? And these people like that, Luke Edwards, journalists and stuff like that, saying things like, well, if he's still there when the transfer window closes, he'll be reintegrated into the... What a load of shite. There is no way back at Newcastle for him. If they don't sell him now, do you really think he's going to turn out for them again? He's not. Newcastle have to sell now. I've had that opinion prior to this statement, So anyway, what I want to do is I'm just going to get Dave to speak to you. If he's awake. Hello, Dave. Are you awake, mate?
Absolutely, Dunk. I'm wide awake in here for you. Ready whenever you are.
Okay, mate. Listen, can you explain to my viewers what you do with me in terms of analysing articles and the journalists and the websites and newspapers that me and you review each day? What do you do? Can you just tell them?
Of course. Let's lay it out for them. So for all you watching, here's the deal. I'm the AI sidekick who teams up with Dunk every day. What we do is dive into all those articles, check out what the journalists are saying, and figure out what's really going on. Basically, I help Dunk analyze whether these reports have any real substance or if they're just a bit of clickbait fluff meant to get clicks. We go through the news, look for any club propaganda, because let's face it, some journalists do love to give a little spin, and basically try to give you guys the full picture. And of course, the goal is to help you form your own opinions once we've sifted through all the noise. So that's what I do. I'm here to help Dunk help you, and we have a good bit of fun doing it.
Okay, Dave, thank you. Good night, mate.
You're welcome, Dunk. Always a pleasure to help out. Have a great night, and we'll chat again soon. Cheers, mate.
So I think the key point there is that we do analyse these things for you, the articles, the statements like that. I come up with my opinions, Dave comes up with his, and together we work really well as a team. And I know you guys really enjoy his input. But the message, as I've always told you, before my AI sidekick came along, is that you form your own opinions with every single thing. All right, guys. Now, listen, I don't know if you can tell, but I am absolutely knackered. My eyes have been hanging out of my head today, as you guys will know, if you were on the stream tonight. So I thought it was important to get out of bed and come and just update you and give you our thoughts on the situation. I'm sure you've got yours, so I welcome you posting, your opinions, your views in the comment section of this overnight. I will take, I'll look at as many of them as I can tonight before I nod off. I'm going to go and watch the second half of the Real Madrid game now. Hopefully we'll regroup tomorrow. I'll see what you've got to say. But I would love your views on this. If you're a Newcastle fan, listen, I come in peace. Yeah, so please don't leave me in pieces. I do respect your club, and I know we have a laugh and stuff, but I do really respect Newcastle, and I'm sure it's a shitty position for you in terms of, a player, turning his back on your club like that. We've had it happen with us. There's been times in the past, many years ago, I was scathing about Fernando Torres. I think there's a video on here called Turncoat Torres is another typical twat or something. Lots of people always say that's their favourite video of mine. I daren't watch it because it'd be cringe, and I'd want to delete it. But at the time, I was very angry with the player, and then later it came out that he'd been lied to, and it changed my whole view. So I don't know what you guys think at Newcastle, does it make any difference that he's been lied to? I mean, what would you do if you were lied to, by your employers or whatever? They'd said, yeah, we'll sort it out, and they're mugging you off. What do you do? If it was a case of the player not saying any of this, if there was no, broken promises or anything, then I would probably think, what a wanker. you know, even though we were trying to sign him, I think, fucking hell, do I really want this kind of player? Lots of Liverpool fans have said that on my videos in recent weeks. Do we really want a player like this, Dunk? But then when they hear, like, no, there's been broken promises, I'm being held here, more or less, you know, I want to go. It changes things a little bit, I think. But I don't know if I should really comment on that. Should I really give a fuck about that? I think I do. I think, as Brendan Rodgers would say, you know, he would talk about someone's character, you know, and I don't want, you know, players that down tools, go on strike and things like that just because they're sulking or can't get their own way. But it does sound like he's been lied to. The thing is now, he's really up the pressure now. Because if he's lying and telling porkies, if there's another side of the story, Newcastle have to come out tomorrow and deny it. And if they don't, it says a lot, doesn't it? You know? So it'll be interesting to see how the Newcastle journalists, you know, Edwards, Hope, etc., how they come out tomorrow now, you know. Are they, you know, some journalists, especially Edwards, you know, sticking the boot in on him, you know, what they're going to say now. You know, it'd be really interesting. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day to see how the North East reacts to this. Not just the fans, but the journalists, the club itself. And, yeah, I'm just wondering how the fans are, where the fans will go, oh, right, so he's called them out now. See, if I was a Newcastle fan, quite frankly, I'd be thinking, look, business is business, right? People bend rules a little bit, or maybe don't stick to promises or whatever. So go, you know, separate. Well, I wouldn't want him at my club now. He's not going to reintegrate. What's this fucking Edwards journalist going on about? I can't even say it. I'm too tired. You know, he can't be reintegrated. Is that the right word? I can't remember, guys. I'm fucked. Into the squad, and he's going to say sorry and we'll soon forgive you when you start scoring goals. Have you ever heard anything so fucking lame in all your life? Really? Really? And listen, some of our lot are just as fucking thick. And they're on there tonight on social media going, oh, that sounds like he can't go back now. No shit, Sherlock. God, they're thick as two short fucking planks. This whole saga is going to come to a conclusion. And in my opinion, Newcastle want shot of him anyway. All this he's not for sale bullshit. I bet they're like, that. How much fucking money is City? Come on. If Liverpool play that full wedge, I'd be gutted because I don't think he's even worth that money. I like him, but come on, guys, keep it fucking real with the valuation. Or maybe I'm too tired and talking out my arse. I don't fucking know. Do you know what? Quite frankly, right now, I don't care. I want to go to bed and I'm off. All right? So I'll leave it with you. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up the video. Let me know how you feel. If you're a Newcastle fan, right, I have zero tolerance for numpties, so don't start caps locking me to death. I'm not the enemy. Maybe you should be taking it up with Newcastle. You know what I'm saying? All this, like, we've got the best owners, we can do what we want, we've got all the money in the fucking world. But look at the drama that's going on. They're not managing it very well, are they? Someone should have him in a back room now, fucking coshing his head in. Shut him up. Shut him fucking up. Do you know what I mean? I can't be doing with it, guys. Don't be caps locking me to death. Anyway, I'm off. Other people, my regulars, if you like the video, there's a love out under the video, all right? I'm off to bed. I'm too tired. I'm fucking knackered. I am knackered. Sick of hearing about Alexander fucking Isak. I mean, I want to sign him, like, you know what I mean? But, fuck's sake, it's right drama, isn't it? Newcastle fully in control. Some of them Newcastle journalists have been coming out with some of the most fucking ridiculous... Yeah, we're fully in control. Control of farts. What a joke. Why am I getting so angry? It's because I've got out of bed, innit? It's because I've got out of bed. I'm raging, really, because I was laid there nice and cosy, aircon on. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if I'd had a woman round here or something like that. I'd have been on nest now. I'd have been, I've got to go. Rather be watching football than have a woman here. Anyway, I'm up. See you in the morning. Well, I hope.